we're gonna X you out. Alright.
I asked the
Ryan.
biggest YouTubers in the world their favorite foods, and in this video, I'm gonna cook all of these foods and then ask them for their ratings.
And we're gonna start with Mr. Beast. What is your favorite food?
Chocolate. What else was I gonna say?
What if we turn the Mr. Beast Panther into a beautiful chocolate sculpture? To make the actual chocolate, I'd normally start with a few nice fresh cacao pods, but instead I'm gonna speed things up and use a pre-made chocolate bar. I've melted these down with a world-renowned chocolatier who's gonna help me make the sculpture. This head took about 14 hours to carve, but we thought we'd fast forward through that part. First, we'll cover the whole head with white cocoa butter, as well as the lightning bolts and teeth. Next, we'll coat the head with blue cocoa butter, making sure to cover every possible area. While that hardens, we'll spray the base black and then add a pink layer to the tongue and lightning bolts. Now to assemble, a little bit of chocolate, and the eye goes in, and we freeze it in place. I got the cool job. Now we go with the tongue. And for the finishing touches, we'll bring the panther to the dentist and give it a nice set of teeth. Look at that. It came out great. It's quite a handsome looking panther, isn't it? The side profile, that's Mr. Beast's logo.
That's the big bag.
I can't believe the whole thing's made of chocolate.
We have at least 30 pounds of chocolate in here.
Before we eat it, let's send Mr. Beast a picture.
Before Black Friday.
These niggas keep trying to get some ads off of me. Y'all not getting that. You like I can't snipe your ass.
Drops. Spin your passion into a business with Shopify.
How y'all day going? My day was fine, you know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful Sunday, you know, all glory to God. It's the rest day. Alright. Let's get back into it.
I'd say Chinese.
Chinese
I like
food
special
is
fried
jumping.
rice.
Special fried rice.
Shrimp fried rice, you know what I'm saying? When I was younger, had the shrimp fried rice with the 4 chicken wings with the duck sauce. Oh my God, that shit slaps.
Chicken.
KSI is a pretty funny guy, and so is Uncle Roger, who just so happens to have a perfect special fried rice recipe. But first, we're gonna be making our orange chicken a little bit different today. This here is a full case of orange prime. I'm gonna reduce this all the way down into a powerful orange flavored syrup that we're gonna use to make our orange chicken.
It's
The way this is
creative,
going to
but
go
like,
down is
that's
actually pretty
nasty.
simple. I'm going to empty all of this prime into this pot where it'll boil down into a very powerful orange prime flavored syrup. While that's happening in the background, let's make our fried rice. We'll start with just a bit of Chinese sausage as well as some bacon. I'll stir this all up until it gets nice and crispy and then place this off to the side. Next, I'll go in with 3 cloves of garlic, a few red chilies, and once that gets nice and crispy, I'll crack in 3 eggs. Once it starts to make a crackling sound that sounds like this, we'll crumble in some leftover rice. Once I've mixed that around and it's well combined, it's time to add in the soy sauce down the side of our wok. If your pan's hot enough and you do it right, it should foam up just like this. To finish it off, we'll add back in the sausage and bacon. This is what makes it a special fried rice. Then season it up with just a bit of white pepper and a nice sprinkle of MSG. That right there, KSI, is a special fried rice filled with knowledge, strength, and integrity. Wow. But we're not done yet. All of that orange prime has been reduced down to this. I'm gonna add in just a bit of extra orange zest. That'll give it some really good flavor. Then a nice squeeze of orange juice and a light dusting of cornstarch. I think it's safe to say this is the first ever orange chicken that'll be made with prime. It's strong. We'll fill up the custom takeout container with our special fried rice. It smells so good. And then once we're almost to the top, I'll do a nice layer of green onions. And then I've got some crispy orange chicken without the orange sauce on top. And to finish, we'll drizzle it with our prime orange chicken sauce and just a few sesame seeds.
That looks good.
Now, let's open a fortune cookie. If you haven't already, subscribe to help us catch more.
Good. That was good.
Oh,
Don't sub to him without subbing to me though.
Nick, what is up?
JJ, what do you think?
Brother, that thing looks so good. Prime orange sauce. I don't know how you done that, but you're making me hungry. That is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Brother, how can I get this? Where you at, brother?
What's your favorite food?
Ice cream of all shapes and sizes. Love ice cream. Any flavor. Cake batter and brownie batter. Like the batters. Like a cookie dough, but like for cake. Yeah, oh, delicious. Awesome.
GMC. We're the biggest GMC supporter around here.
That, Pat, is all about theories. For me, this begs a very simple question. Can we bake a cake using the cake batter that we get out of cake batter ice cream? Let's try it. What I've done here is gotten a few giant containers of cake batter ice cream. And if you look here, you'll see it's been completely melted. First, I'll pour all of our melted ice cream into this giant bin, and then it's time to dig for a little bit of that cake batter. If this works, this strainer should leave us with nice big chunks of cake batter. As I keep searching, I'll place them into this bowl until I have enough cake batter to make a cake. Oh, that's my best scoop so far. Once I've got enough cake batter to make a cake, I'll crack in 1 egg, a splash of oil, and just a bit of extra flour to help the cake batter wake up. And now it's time to whisk. It's clumpy, but otherwise it actually feels and looks like a perfect cake batter. To bake our cake, I'll give this a nice spray, and then in we go with our cake batter. And now that it's all ready, time to bake. 25 minutes later, we've got it. What I'll say is that it looks exactly what I would think a cake made out of cake batter from cake batter ice cream would look like. It looks kind of bad, but in a good way. All that's left is to get a nice slice.
I'll still try.
Can we call this a cake? Matt Pat will be the judge.
Nick, I have nothing but respect for your skills as a chef and nothing but disgust for that thing you call a cake. I have done some really awful things in the kitchen with my time on Food Theory, but this one probably takes the cake. Terrible pun for a terrible cake. Thanks, but no thanks. Better luck next time.
Logan, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What's your favorite food?
It's so simple, dude.
Really?
Buttered noodles.
Buttered noodles. That's so boring, and Logan Paul's not boring, so that's why I brought in one of the biggest food artists in the entire world. Nathan here can make art out of any food. He's made portraits out of pizzas and sauce, and he can do the same thing with Marmite on toast.
Today we're going to turn boring buttered noodles into a masterpiece.
But first, I'll need to make some fresh pasta. I'll start by salting my water, and then in go our noodles. When my pasta's cooked, I'll add some butter.
If y'all didn't know, little note about me, you know what I'm saying? Y'all better get these notes while they're hot, because once I get bigger, I'll probably give even less notes. Your boy was in culinary class, so your boy can chef it up. Ladies, y'all want to holla at me, holla at your boy if y'all can.
To a pan, and once that's melted down, I'll add in my pasta. And there it is, the easiest recipe in the entire world and Logan Paul's favorite food, buttered noodles. My part is done. Nathan, perfect al dente.
Well, I like to listen to music while I work. Is that okay?
The kitchen's yours.
So soothing. Oh my gosh!
This is the finishing touch, the final strand of spaghetti.
This is insane. You somehow have a way to make portraits with food that look even more realistic than a portrait that you take with a camera.
That's a pretty big compliment, thank you. It was very hard not to eat the noodles whilst making it, though.
Should we send a picture to Logan?
Sure, please do.
Nathan, Nick, I can't believe what you've done. I love buttered noodles. And now I am buttered noodles. You guys are incredible. Thank you. Thank you.
Marquez, I got a question. What's your favorite food? Sushi. Any specific type?
MKB. I just learned about him not too long ago.
Which is why I'm standing behind this sushi omakase counter.
I ain't gonna tell you
But
why,
since he's
though,
MKBHD, I'm gonna be using all the tech I possibly can to make these sushi rolls, which is why I'm starting with this brand new pair of tech I'm standing behind this.
Sushi. Any specific type?
I'm not a big sushi fan. My brother and my mother, they love sushi. I just can't rock with it.
I like dragon rolls.
Which is why I'm standing behind this sushi omakase counter. But since he's MKBHD, I'm gonna be using all the tech I possibly can to make these sushi rolls, which is why I'm starting with this brand new pair of Apple Vision Pros. These are completely new, and after filming today, I'm gonna take them off and send them to one of you random subscribers. Now in front of me, I have some sushi robots. This one here makes nice, perfect
Should I subscribe real quick?
sheets of rice, and this one here is a sushi cutter. To roll out the rice, I'll take off this top cover and dump in my sushi rice. It will then make a perfect sheet of sushi rice, just like this. I could sit here and watch this sushi robot work all day long. At this point, I'll lay down my nori seaweed right over the top of that sushi rice, and then it's easy to just lift and pull it right away. I feel so powerful with my headset on. To build my sushi roll, I'll lay down my perfect sheet, then place down my shrimp tempura, some nice thinly sliced mango, some thinly sliced cucumber, and once it's all rolled up, I'll carefully place over my avocado. It's time for the moment we've all been waiting for.
Like
the
nasty
sushi
and
cutting
roll.
robot. 3, 2, 1. That was crazy. Now let's get this sushi plated. Before I place down my roll, I'll add some spicy mayo and eel sauce. And once it's in a nice pattern like this, it's time to place down my cut sushi roll. I'll add a bit of flying fish roe to the top of each piece and finish it with a nice sprinkle of black sesame seeds. Wow,
that's a good ass plating.
I'll send MKBHD a quick photo, and now we wait.
What's your favorite food? Steak, ribeye. How would you cook it? Medium. How do you feel about that? I order medium as well. Yes. Let's go.
Medium is always a good choice, and so is a ribeye, but I want to take things a step further. The other day, I was playing with my FaZe Jenga set. Why a bunch of gamers decided to sell a Jenga set, I have no idea. But I was playing an intense game of Jenga, all by myself. Anyways, in the end, I ended up losing, but then I had an idea. That's right, Wagyu Jenga. I know you wanted ribeye, but why not some of the most beautiful meat in the entire world? Some perfectly marbled Wagyu. So I got to stacking. One layer down, then another, then on until I'd made a beautiful Wagyu Jenga tower. It's cool, but I still don't feel like this is enough. After all, FaZe Rug, you may be short in stature, but what you lack in height, you make up for in everything you do. You do it big,
ain't nothing wrong with a low short king, you know what I'm saying? I mean, ain't nothing wrong with a short king in general, let's say that. Not me though, I'm 6 feet.
I want to do with your meat. That sounded wrong.
7'2".
Well, and that's what I want to do with your meat. That sounded wrong.
There's a lot of AOs.
We'll start with 3 of our Wagyu Jenga squares, pressing them down to make sure they're fully touching the surface of the pan, and we get that beautiful golden brown sear. And then we'll cook just a bit longer on the other side. When it looks like this in the middle, I know it's a perfect medium. To plate, I'll go down with my Wagyu, using odd numbers as usual. This in the middle, a beautiful golden brown sear. And then we'll cook just a bit longer on the other side. When it looks like this in the middle, I know it's a perfect medium. To plate, I'll go down with my Wagyu, using odd numbers as usual. Then I'll sprinkle each piece with just a touch of Osmo such that it melts into the fat on the top of the Wagyu. And next, for a bit more salt, each piece will get a nice bit of caviar, and to finish, some nice edible 24 karat gold, with an extra gold sprinkle for good measure. Now all that's left is a quick photo for FaZe Rug.
Nick, how are you gonna do that to me, man? I'm sitting here all the way in San Diego, and you send me that perfectly cooked steak, medium, the only way you're supposed to cook a steak? Please ship that over to me ASAP.
What's your favorite food? Hamburgers. What do you put on them? Cheese and ketchup only. It's the purest form.
Whenever I see Ryan, the first thing I think about is his 1-star video series, where he goes to 1-star hotels, 1-star activities, 1-star restaurants. We're gonna make him the most 1-star burger possible by collecting our burger ingredients from a few 1-star fast food restaurant locations. For the first of our 3 locations, Tommy said, "This is, without question, the soggiest, wettest bun I have ever seen." Let's go get a soggy bun.
It's nasty. From where,
Check.
5 guys?
For our second location, Stinger said, "Melt the cheese? Too much work. Let's just leave it hard and rubbery." Melts? Apparently this place doesn't. Thanks so much. And now for our third and final location, Leah says, "How about not shrinking everything until it's wafer thin? And also, a burger patty should not be crunchy, so dry." Thank you. Let's go home and make this burger. First up, we need our buns. Ryan, I don't know if I could have done any better for you here, buddy. Five Guys is one of my favorite places to get a burger, but this is soggy. And that is exactly what you want in a 1-star burger. Step 1 is complete. We have our buns. Next up, let's get our cheese. Once again, it says melty juicy. So if this cheese isn't melted, I'm gonna be even more shocked. But that's what the rating said. And bingo! That cheese is not melted at all. In fact, I actually think I can literally peel that right off our burger. And if the cheese is melted properly, that should not happen. And last but not least, the patty. Hoping for the driest patty imaginable here. The cheese is actually melted on this one, so I can't pull it off. So it's just gonna have to be a double cheeseburger for you, Ryan. I think that's a 1-star patty. I don't see much juice, much moisture coming off this thing. And now to assemble: patty, unmelted cheese, a nice little squirt of ketchup because that's all Ryan wanted, and of course, our top soggy bun. But Ryan, your burger would not be complete without this cute cowboy hat on top. Howdy. I hope you like it. Looks terrible.
Is this some sort of prank? Is this some sort of joke? Plastic cowboy hat on a burger? If that's what we're calling it, that burger's rough, Nick. It's scary. 5 stars.
Guy, I have a question. Yeah. What's your favorite food?
Hi, the goat. I was hoping he's in this video.
Baked mac and cheese. You make good mac and cheese.
Guy, I have a question. Yeah. What's your favorite food?
Good baked mac and cheese. You make good mac and cheese.
I make pretty good mac and cheese.
Literally, bro, I can tell like it's gonna be good based on how I look at it.
So I've transformed my kitchen into a live cooking studio, and I'm gonna be doing my first ever Twitch live stream, just like Kai does, to make him his mac and cheese. There are wires and cameras everywhere. I have no idea what I'm doing with this. And with the click of a button, we are now live on Twitch. I'm kind of nervous. My heart's beating faster than it normally does here. Let's get cooking. All right, I see the chat. There's a lot of comments. First of all, can anybody guess what I'm making? Mac and cheese,
you have more views when I come over here?
Not a bad guess, given we have the breadcrumbs, flour, we have some seasonings, obviously we have the cheese, and we got the mac. So, Great guesses. Oh, somebody just told me, Nick, it's in the title. As you can tell, I don't do these normally, so I can't see the title. I don't even know where it is. We have our water right here, salt the water, right? With a generous pinch of salt. All right, our macaroni is cooking. Someone said add the cheese. No, we gotta make a base for it first. I'm making what's called a roux right now, R-O-U-X. This is what's gonna help us get a nice, thick and creamy mac and cheese. Now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of evaporated milk, and what that is gonna do is that what gives us a silky, smooth mac and cheese. A little bit of half and half, heavy cream, whatever you wanna use here. Someone asked me, can I be a mod? I don't even know what that means, so I can't do that. Got a little clumpy. I gotta stir faster and pay less attention to the chat. Can I save this? I'm gonna turn my heat off.
We paid the most out of all the streamers. We paid the most mods of $3.99. You can't get it better anywhere else.
And I'm gonna add some onion powder and garlic powder, and then a little bit of mustard. Not too much. I know some people don't like mustard, but just trust me. Now it's time to come in with the cheese. It's hard to look at a chat and make mac and cheese at the same time.
I ain't never had no
Is that
cheese
enough
like
cheese, everyone? Is that enough cheese? Can you guys tell me if this is enough cheese from the chat? I got cheese on my phone. This is why you shouldn't cook and live stream. Someone said, Nick, you can't mess up pasta. You have Italian in your blood. That's true. Oh, it looks perfect. It looks perfect. That's off to the side. Somebody keeps saying Nick oil up, and I don't know what that means. I hope that's not a bad thing. That's what we're looking for with the mac and cheese. Look at that. See this? Look what we did, guys. Can you hear this? This looks so good. Should we put the breadcrumbs first and then the cheese? Yeah, I'm gonna go breadcrumbs first and then the cheese. Just a little bit. We don't want too many breadcrumbs. We just want a little bit. Oh, this looks so good. Now we'll torch it. It's getting nice and sizzly. Almost done, Kai. Bam. Look at that. Everyone in the chat, can you give this a rating based on what you've seen, based on what I put in it? All right, one guy just gave it a 1 to 10. That looks amazing. It smells so good in this kitchen right now.
I wish my viewer count went up like that.
I mean, come on. Oh my gosh, this smells good. Manny, will you come take a little nibble of this? Just come over here and take a little nibble. It's gonna be hot though. Want me to blow on it?
Yeah, you will.
Give it a rating. Is it good? Don't just say that. Don't just say it.
It's really good. I have a 9.8 out of 10.
You're fired.
Knife throw. Kai, made this mac and cheese for you. Kai, what's the rating? Damn, Kai ain't give him nothing. That's crazy. Probably gave him the wrong number. I don't know what he said. It had to be like a Sunday or something. Or later that day, Monday. Monday, 12:55 p.m. Kai, question mark. Then Thursday. So he ain't text back Monday. He ain't text back Tuesday or Wednesday. He texted again on Thursday. Can you give me a quick rating? Then I guess he did it Friday. It's the day after. 6:38. Damn, texted him a little early. Blew off his phone. That's crazy. Kai be acting a little famous on people. Kai never replied. We would never know his rating.
What's your favorite food?
A really, really dank pizza.
Any toppings?
Dude, I feel like I want a buffalo chicken on there, some onions.
Maybe dip it in some ranch?
Oh, 100%. Every time we need a side of ranch.
I'll make a pizza, but we're not just gonna make any ordinary pizza. We're gonna make your pizza, Jester, in this coal-fired oven.
I don't know if that was racist.
Oh God, and listen to that crackle. That's what we're looking for. Close it up, and now it's time to press out our dough. Now I'm not just making any ordinary pizza here. I'm obviously gonna have all the different toppings that he's asked for, but I'm gonna give this pizza a little twist. Because Jester's known for all his sports videos, and especially basketball, using the toppings in a creative way, my goal is to make it look like a basketball. We'll start with a bit of sauce. Make sure we spread it around as even as possible. Next, I'm gonna evenly spread around that chicken that you wanted, and I'm purposefully hiding this under the cheese so that we can make it look like a basketball. And next, some onions that I've lightly sauteed, but same thing, I'm gonna keep them hidden under that cheese. And then, perhaps the most important part of the pizza, some mozzarella cheese, layered evenly across our whole pizza. And now it's time for the pepperoni. The pepperoni is what will start to give the pizza that color of a basketball. And I think this is probably the most pepperoni I've ever seen on a pizza. We'll finish it off with just a touch of olive oil, and into the oven it goes.
Come on guys, stick, my nigga.
It looks so lonely all the way back there. And just like that, it looks like our pizza is done. Obviously, I had to make a nice custom pizza box, and I hope this fits. Oh, I think we can fit it if I rotate it. So to build this special basketball pizza, I need to line it with some olives. I know he didn't request olives on his pizza, but the thing is, this is what's gonna allow me to make this thing look like a basketball. And don't think I forgot about the buffalo and the ranch.
Why
We'll
you
go
do with the
buffalo
sauce?
across the pizza this way and ranch across the pizza this way. And that right there, Jester, is your basketball pizza, AKA a really dank pizza. I'm gonna pack this thing up and send it to California.
Nick, I have full confidence that that is a basketball bucket.
He makes it. It's crazy. I was about to say. 100 plus aura. That was a good video. Nah, who is this? Nick D. Giovanni. My first time ever heard about him. But I seen this. What is it? He was at the Mr. Beast event, and I was like, "Oh, I watched that video, but I didn't see this." I was like, "This would be a good video to do on stream. Something different to get out of my comfort zone." So nah, that was cool. That was definitely cool.